Ms. Tackett. I'm so glad that you have agreed to let me observe you, and we're going to go over some questions. I need to know what you would like for me to look for whenever I observe you. The first one is, what is your identified student learning target?
Students will be analyzing passages to determine the theme of each passage and looking for supporting evidence to show how they determined their theme.
Okay. I look forward to listening to that. Which part of your curriculum does this lesson relate?
This is the Reading and Language Arts curriculum.
Okay. Then how does this learning fit in the sequence of learning for the class?
If students cannot determine theme for passages, they have a really hard time looking at real life experiencing and making inferences later on. So they need to be able to determine the theme for each passage, and it improves their comprehension skills.
I know comprehension is very important, because my daughter in college, well, even before that in high school and middle school, she could read really good, but she had trouble with comprehension. And whenever she would read at home, she would have to read out loud. And so everything in our house, when she had to read something, it stopped. And she read out loud, and she got it. Okay, briefly describe the students in this class, including those with special needs. Like, for example, how many regular education kids do you have, and how many with IEPs?
This class will consist of around 22 to 24 average third graders. There are 2 504s, but there are no IEPs in this class.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, how will you engage students in the learning?
Students will be participating in a variety of activities. They will be using whole brain strategies. They will be using whole class instruction for a very short amount of time. Students will also be working in a rally robin setting with the Kagan strategies to help each other and to teach each other.
Okay, now a rally robin.
That's a Kagan strategy. That's when they work together to teach each other about a topic and they quiz each other about it.
Okay, all right. I've not heard of that. I'll be looking forward to seeing that. Now, since they're going to be teaching together, they're going to be working to start with whole group, right?
We'll start out large group. We'll do some whole brain activities, large group, and then a short instructional lesson to just kind of review on the topics we've already hit, and then they're going to go into small group activities. The students in this class normally work in quads or in groups of 5.
Okay, all right. What materials are you going to be using?
They have composition books, which they've taken notes on. We will actually be pulling a variety of passages from ReadWorks, and in this particular lesson, they will be looking at the Dr. Seuss book, Oh, the Places You'll Go, and they are going to determine a plausible theme for that book and find evidence as to why they believe that is the theme.
Okay, excellent. All right, what about this one? How will you differentiate instruction for individuals or groups of students?
The groups that I have placed the students in a situation so that their abilities are on the same level. They're sort of leveled groups, I guess, in a situation like that. Also, personalities. We've kind of looked at varying personalities, and we have placed students together whose personalities kind of match so that they work very well together.
Okay, so even if you have 2 really good kids that can really do the work, but if their personalities clash, that tears all that down.
Yeah, so we do a personality assessment in the beginning of the year, and we do that by talking to the students, by doing a little quiz here and there, same interest, and then we try to put them together. When we put them together in pairs and in quads, we try to match them with people who they work really well with. Because if you're in a situation where you feel threatened or intimidated, you're not going to show, I guess, your skill as much as you could.
Don't take chances and stretch,
Yeah.
Put your neck out if people's going to be chopping at it.
But if you feel comfortable with your partner, then you're all in for whatever activity you're given.
Yeah.
So.
And you keep those groups, once you get them situated, you keep them pretty much the whole year?
We reevaluate every couple months. So just to make sure that things are still going the way they should be going, the academic levels still fit, the personalities still fit, because third graders are growing up here, students do change, so we try to make sure that we change and evolve with them.
Okay, that sounds really good.
Please excuse the interruption, but the middle bathrooms by the media center, the boys and the girls, they're going to be closed for a couple hours each today. So we're going to start with the boys, and it's going to be closed for cleaning for a couple hours, and then we're going to go to the girls. So your students will have to go to a different bathroom. Thank you.
All right, how and when will you know whether the students have achieved their learning targets?
Students will present a theme for, we will do, all the places you'll go is sort of their beginning. So they're going to present that theme to the class, and then they're going to give evidence. After we all do other places you'll go, they're each given a different book. Each group is given a different book. They will determine the theme and evidence and present it. And based on if they can match the correct theme with their book that they are given, we will determine if they understand the concept.
Okay, so they're going to practice, for example, on the Dr. Seuss book.
Yes.
Then give them a new book with a new theme and see if they can identify
They
it.
vary. For example, one of the other ones that we use is the Ugly Duckling. So, and they don't know which one they're getting, which is, it's going to come as a surprise. So they have to be able to understand the concept in order to apply those skills to the lesson.
Now, do you have a variety of books, or is it just going to be just like you just pick one for like the whole class?
I usually do a variety.
Okay. And they'll be doing this verbally. They'll verbally tell you, here's what the theme is.
Yeah, they will work together with their group. They will make a decision, and then they will present it to the class verbally. Because the books that I choose are books that they have all read this year, so there won't be any surprises for them. As far as they've known the stories, they've been introduced to the stories. They just don't know which one they're going to get.
So they're going to be working in groups with their new book, right? And
Yes.
then each, okay,
Yes.
I understand. All right, is there anything that you would like for me to specifically observe during this lesson?
Nothing right offhand. I would, the group work, to try to make sure that we have matched the students appropriately.
So I'll look for,
How well they work together.
okay. Okay, all right, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to observing you. I hope I can get some ideas for my classroom too. So, but thank you.
You're welcome.